Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Welcome to my FM experiment on the 95-96 database. Last time we simulated 5 years into the database and we checked out the Spanish Primera División. Real Madrid was on top for most years in the first 5. This time we'll check out the Italian Serie A and the English Premier League 5 years into the database. Let's get to it. We start out with the Italian Serie A. And here we have the first season, the 95-96 season. Inter became the champions with a margin of 12 points to Juventus. Then Roma, Milan, Vicenza. That was quite an upset. Moving down, Padova, Perugia, Bologna. Let's move on to the second season in Italy. Juventus back at the championship race. Fiorentina second. Inter, Roma, Milan. Udinese and Napoli is up there right now. But at that time, Bari, Cremonese, Cosenza goes down. The third season in Italy. Inter again. It is a race between Inter and Juventus. Where is AC Milan? They've totally fallen off. Lazio, Parma, Roma, Napoli. Moving down is Piacenza, Torino, Lecce. Fourth season in Italy. Inter again. They're really strong. But look at this, 87 points between the two teams. Goal difference, 81 against 65. Very, very exciting. Roma, Milan, Parma, Fiorentina. Vicenza, Foggia, Avellino moves down. And the fifth season in Italy, Inter once again. This time Roma were in the heels. Juventus, Parma, Lazio, Milan. Three teams moving down. And this is how the Italian league has been doing the first 5 seasons. Let's take a look at the defending Serie A champions, Inter Milan. They won 4 out of the 5 first seasons. In goal it is the legend Gianluca Pagliuca. He's 33 right now, playing with the Italian national team. Got some caps there. Ricardo Carvalho, they bought him in. He's 22 years old, coming in from Porto, of course, for 43 million. That is some money as well, but look at this. 22 years old, Portuguesian, central defender, what a guy. And still, Giuseppe Bergomi, 36 years old, playing in Inter all of his career. What a guy this Giuseppe Bergomi was. The last couple of seasons hasn't played a lot, but he still has quality. It's nice to see he's still there. Roberto Carlos, he sticked around in Inter. He starts out in Inter in the first season, and he's been magnificent, of course. Roberto Carlos, 27 years old. Inter keeping a hold on this guy, of course. John Arne Riise, 19 years old. Back up for Roberto Carlos. That is not too poor. The Norwegian Roberto Baronio Paulins also kept around in Inter, playing a lot. 32 years old now, and is he the English manager Roy Hodgson, who starts in the first season? Is he still around? Roy Hodgson is still around. He is still the Inter Milan manager. Then they have bought Dejan Stankovic, of course. Played here for a couple of seasons, coming in from Ajax, who bought him from Red Star. What a class player this guy was. Look at this, world-class midfielder. 22 years old. Inter has a very interesting team. Juan Sebastian Veron, also 25 years old. Look at his seasons. That is amazing, amazing. Veron, he is a class player in this database. Look at this guy. What a team. Karel Poborski, also 28 years old. Playing great in Inter. Been to Lazio. Look at this for 70k. Moving on for 25 million. That's quite a scoop from Lazio. Who do we have? Marcelinho Carioca and Deco. They found Deco, 22 years old. Coming into his third season now. Great season last year. Deco and Ricardo Carvalho. They have 2 of the best Portuguese players of all time. And Antonio Cassano, 17 years old. Starting in the Inter Youth Academy. Got 1 professional cap. Casano, what will he develop into? Martin Palermo, 26 years old, bagging the goals in Italy. What a player he is, the Argentinian. And also Enrico Chiesa, now 29 years old. He's been playing here for 3 seasons now, coming in from Sampdoria. He's been playing great. Also on the national team, Enrique Chiesa, what a player. Mohamed Kalon, he's only 15 when the game starts, now he's 20. Haven't been developing a whole lot. He's been out on loan last season, what was a big success. There could still be something in Mohamed Kalon, but that is the Italian champions. Let's move on to England. And here we are, the first season in the English Premier League. It is amazing because Manchester United didn't become the champions. Arsenal took the crown in the first season. It was close, Newcastle was up there, Blackburn the defending champions at the time. And down goes Sheffield Wednesday, Manchester City and Coventry. Very interesting season. Arsenal takes the Champions Trophy. And let's take a look at the second season. Manchester United, here we go. With 20 points for Newcastle, Arsenal coming in third, Blackburn still up there, Liverpool, Leeds, Villa, Bolton, Middlesbrough and Queen's Park got relegated. Third season, United. Now it's going to be tough for the other teams to get United. Arsenal is in second place, Tottenham, Newcastle, Liverpool, Blackburn, Wimbledon, the crazy gang, coming in at 7th. Fantastic stuff. Leicester, Crystal Palace and Derby moves down. And the 5th season, United, you cannot touch them. I'm looking so much forward to take a look at that team in a moment. Blackburn 2nd, Newcastle 3rd. It is those two teams really cemented their place in the top of the league. And down goes the crazy gang this time, Barnsley and Sunderland. And for the 5th season, United, they take their 4th championship in a row this time with 100 points. Goal scored, 105 goals to 28. Now they are dominating. It is going to be very interesting to see if they won the Champions League as well. Newcastle, Liverpool, Arsenal, Blackburn, Tottenham, Crystal Palace, Bolton and Everton got relegated. Let's take a look at this world-class team. Still Peter Schmeichel at 36, he still is a world-class goalkeeper. 141 caps for the Danish national team, of course been the starter all the way. So he's been a part of this fantastic team. Stipe Peleticosa, what a backup, only at 21 years old. He was a great Croatian keeper back then. Let's take a look at the defense. It starts out with Alessandro Nesta, 24 years old. Coming into his 4th season and he hasn't played a lot. But when he's playing, he's doing great, of course. Has it been injuries? What has been the problem? Why hasn't he played? Look at the injury list. 4 months, 3 months, 5 months, 3 months. Oh, what the... Is this true? Can this be true? First 7, hernia 6 months, 7 months. What has happened to this player? He was quite injury prone in real life. It's amazing he still can play football. Let's move on. They also have Jaap Stam, like they bought in real life. They just got him from Inter for 58 million after 3 successful seasons in Inter. This is a world-class defender, no doubt about that. Altair also, what is he? 34 years old, so experienced. Coming in from Roma, where he has been a legend. That is quite a player, Altair, the Brazilian, also with more than 100 international caps. Gary Neville, he's still here, but there's a bid in on for him. From Barcelona, 74 million. Let's take a look at Gary. Is he now becoming the best right fullback in the world at this point of time? He's played alright. He's played for the English national team. He's only 25. What a price tag. Will he go to Barcelona? That is interesting. Steve Staunton, the Liverpool and Aston Villa legend, played here for many seasons. The Irish legend of Steve Staunton is playing in Manchester United. with another Irish legend, Dennis Irwin, 34 years old. He's playing massively, of course. What a player he is. More than 100 games for Ireland. Let's move on with Matias Almeida, the Argentinian. Played here for 4 seasons. Can't seem to find his place in the team, but what a player he was. Zinedine Zidane, 28 years old. Coming in on a free after the first season. And look at his stats. Fantastic, Zidane, fantastic. He has developed into the player we know he could become. And will he be even better? What a buy. He came in on a free. That's not a buy. Clarence Seedorf, 24 years old. Coming in for his second season. He starts out in Sampdoria. Plays there for 3 seasons. Before moving on to Chelsea, who sell him 1 year after. A bit weird, but now Clarence Seedorf is a Manchester United player and it continues. Paul Scholes is still here. The United man. Will he continue playing at United with that competition in the midfield? Then Alessandro Del Piero, 25 years old. They just brought him in for the new season for 69 million. The Juventus legend at 25 years old. What a buy. United are going to be tough to catch up with. And then Pavel Nedved, 27 years old. Look at the price. They found him for 70k. Played there for 4 seasons and now he is an elite winger. What a guy, what a player. And look at his international caps and goals. Magnificent. Ryan Giggs, he's still around. 26 years old. Of course, he's been playing fantastic. This Manchester United legend, will he be around when we sim more years into the game? And they brought in Luis Figo. No wonder why this team is world class. They must have won the Champions League a couple of times. Look at his last season. 8.33, 27 assists. Luis Figo, one of the best players in the world at this point of time, no doubt about it. And Romario, 34 years old. How has his 5 years been? Scoring the goals for Manchester United. He still looks very, very dangerous at 34 years old. Who comes up next? Andrei Shevchenko. This Manchester United team, 5 years into the database, and look at this. He's been going nuts. Andrei Shevchenko, 23 years old. And they still have Cantona and Andy Cole, 34 years old. Eric Cantona. Of course, he's been a legend for United. His contract will be up for expiry soon, but he is also 34 years old. How about Andy Cole, 28? Also been scoring the goals. Looks like it's been more like a substitute role. Such a dangerous striker. What a Manchester United team. Of course, they are on the top of the world, no doubt about that. How long will Manchester United be dominating in the English Premier League? Inter Milan did look strong in Italy, but what will happen when we simulate another 5 years into the database? In the next episode, we'll round off the 5-year simulation. We'll take a look at the development of some of the best youngsters in the database, and we say goodbye to some of the old players before we simulate another 5 years in and get to the 10 years mark. Thank you for watching today. Remember to subscribe, like, and hit the bell. And please comment on the video if there is any specific players you want me to check out. Thank you for following my FM experiment series on the 95-96 database. See you guys.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.